Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. In a recent video you saw we picked up an original Game Boy, brand new condition, perfect in its original box. Since then we started to collect some games, and I just got track and field and really didn't want to ruin this original Game Boy by putting a pencil back and forth across the A and B buttons. So I thought I'd buy a Game Boy Color, because it wouldn't matter if I damaged it and I could easily get a replacement, but B, because the screen on the original Game Boy was pretty bad, to be honest. So we found this guy on eBay, and I wanted to do a full unboxing and review. So that's what we're going to get to in this session. Just before we get to that, just to let you know what this is, it's a Game Boy Color Pikachu Edition, which is fan-made. It's not an official Nintendo product as far as I know, with a modified backlit LCD screen. So pretty excited to see how this compares to the original Game Boy. Let's check it out. Alright, so let's open this baby up. Kind of seems a shame to open it. I want to keep it in a box. But just remember, it's not an official product. This is fan made. I will put in the link, the listing on eBay that we got it from. Oh, wow, it does look very cool. So we've got Pikachu design. It's kind of like a clear see-through plastic. Game Boy Color, made in China. It looks like an official product. Brand new screen, brand new buttons, start and select. Looks really cool, really happy so far. Well, let's pop some batteries in it and a game, and we'll see how it plays compared to the original Game Boy. Okay, so let's start with Pokemon Yellow, Pikachu version, since it matches the Game Boy. And let's try and see if I can run this side by side for you on this this modded version with a new LCD versus the original Game Boy. Not sure how well this is going to come out. Let's check it out. Already started this game, not really collected anything yet, but alright, so nicely uplifted colour version, as you can see, compared to the original black and white. It's kind of cool. Alright, let's check out some other games. I've got a couple of my favourites here. Okay, so as you could see on the comparison there, the original Game Boy, we're getting the back of the phone here. Obviously reflection because it isn't backlit, but with this, with the screen mod, you know, not just for the purposes of the video, but playing it, it really just uplifts the game. So you kind of get the feel of the original hardware, but on an upgraded screen that isn't going to kill your eyes. It was pretty hard playing the original Game Boy, to be honest. I don't remember it being that bad when I was 10 years old, but I guess it was. It was Street Fighter 2. It's actually a little bit better in real life than it's showing on the camera, to be honest. But even so, I think you can see it's a considerable improvement over the original Game Boy, even over the standard Game Boy Color screen, which, as you might recall, wasn't actually backlit. And just to show, we are playing original games here, so this is working perfectly fine with original games in. One of my favourites next. Love the music on this game. Also, just wanted to show you another feature of this modded Game Boy. You can actually tap the top of the screen and it modifies the brightness as well. I'll leave it on that setting, it looks better for recording on this video at least. Right, one more game, I'll do a quick summary. All right, since it was track and field that caused me to go out and buy this Game Boy, I guess we should show that running on it. You can see actually, you've got the problem here. I've powered it on, the game is in, and it hasn't loaded. This will remind you of being a young kid with one of these. You always had to blow the game. I picked this track and field up off eBay as well. It was having some problems on the original Game Boy. I thought it might be the connectors on the original Game Boy, but obviously needs a clean. Yeah, quick blow of the terminals, as it did back in the day, works a treat still today. I gotta say, I'm going away to England and I'm thinking of taking the original Game Boy with me to play on the plane. Would be impossible to try and play the original Game Boy these days. I don't know how, as a 10-year-old kid, I didn't damage my eyes playing that thing. I probably did. That's probably why I have to wear glasses now. But yeah, this is a must if you want to play original Game Boy games on semi-original hardware. So here we go. I'm not going to put a pencil on it, but you used to, on the Super Nintendo and the Nintendo, any games like this, you would rub a pencil between the two buttons. This is just a random, complete button presser. It's going to kill your hardware. Yeah, we got to win without using a pencil. Anyway, so there you have it. This is a Nintendo Game Boy Color Pikachu Edition. It comes brand new boxed. There's a number of places you can get this from on eBay. Like I say, I'll put the link to the seller that we got it from in the comments. It was $279, so fairly expensive. I did look around, there were some sellers selling as low as $220. They didn't have good reviews and feedback, and some of the boxes were opened. This was a brand new sealed at $279. Seemed like the going rate, but let me know if you think we overpaid. For me personally, it's worth paying this for a second one, not just so you can see the darn screen, but so, you know, we don't have to damage this original hardware. You can see actually the screen is slightly bigger, but the actual Game Boy itself, going from the original to the color, was slightly smaller. So it's more like the Game Boy Pocket format. We did also consider getting a Game Boy Pocket. The screen is better on that, but still not backlit. After the Game Boy Pocket, they even did a Game Boy Light edition, which was not light because it wasn't heavy, it was light because it actually had a backlight. But then they released the Game Boy Color without a backlight, and then of course the Game Boy Advance, which eventually did have a backlight. So this is really cool. This will allow you to play the original Game Boy games without damaging mint original hardware. If you do have one, you can play to your heart's content, and obviously easily repair or replace this kind of modern upgrade. So very happy with the purchase. Thumbs up from Kelsel's Arcade. If you like the original Game Boy, I would say this is a must purchase. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe, hit that bell button if you want notifications, and we'll catch you on the next one. Happy gaming.